Evening all, and welcome back to Season 7 of Factory Town, Episode 6, where we've just unlocked railways, which are quite useful for long-range transportation, which is something we probably want to get into at some point, because it's useful. We've also unlocked mining, new research available, and that's what we want to do. We want to go straight into mining. Get going. Good. We need mines. We need mines to speed up this process over here, to speed up this process over here. Yeah, we need mines. Also, I'm thinking I'm going to change this up. I think we're going to change this up. We're going to get rid of this this worker here, and we're going to put another forester in over here, who can forest all the trees and run them into the forge like that. Hopefully that'll keep the forge working a bit better. Something else I've noticed as well is this is not running fast enough to keep the bread flowing. But that's okay, we are making money rather than losing it, so I'm not that worried about it for the minute. We're not making enough red coins, however. That is definitely an issue here. And I think that is purely just that we can't transport them fast enough from the base out to here. So I don't quite know how I'm going to fix that for the minute. I could put more wagons in. I could run a belt along, but or we could build some trains, because haven't we unlocked that now? That's a thing. Oh, we got minecarts. We got minecarts, so we could do that. We could do the whole actual train the stuff up there. I like that idea. That sounds like a good idea. Let's do that. So we have our iron here, and we want to be making rails and iron wheels, because they're the important part. So let's have a look at this new building we've unlocked called the machine shop. We haven't unlocked the machine shop yet. The machine shop is machinery, so we can't even make rails yet, because the rails are made in the machine shop. That's a bit backwards. I thought you unlocked the machine shop first. Okay, so we need to do a second one here as well, called machinery, because we need machinery. So yeah, we definitely need those two. You need machinery to get the mining going, so that's going to be a thing. And this is going to take a long time. This is going to take a fairly long time. Not because we're particularly running out of we are kind of running out of wood. In fact, we are completely running out of wood. Why am I running out of wood? Oh, because there's no wood going in here. Oh no! Oh no! Of course, we stopped. We stopped with the wood thing, didn't we? Don't. So we need a better paper resource. Okay. Let's do this properly. Let's get rid of those workers there, and let's move this somewhere where we can get a better paper resource, and also we're a bit further away from town, so I haven't got to worry about everything getting in the way. We'll move the schoolhouse over here. We'll move the lumber mill over to here, and I can get itself some water. Yep, 1 second. Awesome. We don't need the well anymore. Thank you very much. And we'll get another forester. Why not? We'll just keep going with the foresters. They are going to use up a lot of our yellow coins, but that's fine. In fact, this forester I'm going to stick right bang in the middle, I think. Yeah, we'll stick it in the middle. So what I'll do is I'll get the resource remove tool. We'll get rid of that tree there, and we'll get rid of those trees there. And then I'll go back over to here and copy the forester, bottom, and put him down in here. There's nothing special about copying them. It's just easier if I find it on the map to copy it rather than just go through the build menu and find it. So, also copying them does actually copy the same recipes if you're copying buildings. If you copy a workshop, for instance, so let's copy the workshop. If you put it down normally, it just asks for a new recipe. If you hold Control and put it down, it will actually copy the recipes inside it as well. You can duplicate buildings very easily. So, just something useful to know. Okay, so we're going to run that into there. Done. This is going to be making paper, and then we're going to have the paper do that. In fact, no, we're not. No, we're not. What we're going to do is we're going to move that out that one. You empty out. Then we're going to put a silo in between the two. Now, as I said before, silos are designed. They hold one item. They're not in your research building list, so you can't use the items inside here. Basically, it's just a small 100-block storage, and I want to do that because I know the school holds a lot of writing supplies. But if we don't research anything for a while, I'd rather have the writing supplies fill up, so that we've got 100 paper to do that. And also, we might go on to books, and then having some paper spare is useful anyway. Okay, so that's doing that. That's doing that. This is doing its thing here. This is taking ages because it's just struggling for wooden wheels, but that's fine because we've got two buildings doing the same thing. So, one building doing two things, I should say. So yeah, I think I will leave it here. I predict we're going to probably run out of red coins, because that's going to just munch all our red coins down. Making all this paperwork here, and we'll come back once those two researches are done, because I need both of them. So yeah, or at least when machinery is done. I think machinery will be done first, and then we'll come back for when mining is done afterwards. So okay, I will see you shortly. And we're back, and it's been a while. It's been a long while. Both researches are complete. We have machinery, and we have mining. That was the other one done. That took a long time. That took a very long time, actually. I haven't changed anything. I could have changed some things up in between things to make things go faster and whatnot, but I basically just left it going and went to work and come back, and it was finished. It was finished. So I don't know how long it's been sat here doing nothing, but it was finished, and we are all good. So now we have mining and machinery going on. We can start doing some more things. What's going on here? This is full. This is full. Okay, I need to upgrade this barn. Probably been full. I should have upgraded this ages ago. I'm going to upgrade it and upgrade it. There we go. So, using some money up there to upgrade the barn to now, instead of storing just 200 goods, it now stores 800 goods, which is excellent. That means the forge can happily churn away and get more iron, which is what we want. Because we want more iron. We want more iron. So, right. The machine shop. That's where we were. That's where we were, if I remember rightly. Let's have a look, see here. Machine shop, here it is. The machine shop, you need stone bricks and you need reinforced planks. Now, that's a problem, because we don't have any reinforced planks. So we need to make some. And reinforced planks are made in a workshop. So let's get ourselves a workshop. That one there. And we'll put one down here. And we're going to say, hey, make us some reinforced planks. There we go. So to make reinforced planks, we need normal planks. We need iron plates. We need nails. And we need time. Okay, so iron plates are here, being made in here. So let's move this to over here. So there's our iron plates coming in. We also need to get planks, which are made from a lumber mill. So let's get a lumber mill going on here. Put a lumber mill there. We want to make planks, please, not paper, planks. And I suppose we need a forester as well. Oh, might as well use a forester to do. We'll face him that way. Then we need to put in some form of support, because that's an uneven terrain, but that'll work. There we go. So you're making planks. Awesome. Right. You're making paper. Did I say? Losing my mind. And then we'll just put a conveyor belt, like so. And it will now put planks into there. There's a planks coming. Awesome. So, there's our iron plates as well. Now we just need nails. Now nails are going to be the interesting one, because nails are made in a forge. And they're made using iron. So, we need another forge. Which I'm going to put there. I'm also going to move this forge to there. My reasoning behind that is so that I can change this to be like this. Bump and bump. There we go. You're going to make nails. And then both of these can get a fuel source. And both of them just need iron now. And I don't know how to do this. Do we have a splitter? We don't. Splitters aren't available to us yet. What do we have? We have grabber. How do I do this? Because I need to have two outputs here. I need to have an output from this one into this to make the nails. I need output from this into here to make the planks. But I need the wood. That's not wood. Iron. I need the iron to come along and go into both of them. Okay, so we're going to build something a little bit different here. So, as I was explained before, you need to go up and over the top of sources like this. I can actually show this now. If I put in a scaffold there, as I was explained before, the scaffolding right there has a block, has a line below it. It's got a support on the bottom, which means it will stop things rolling on a chute. So if I pick up stuff, I can't remember how to pick things up. How do you pick things up off the? I'll just delete. Back in again. Oh, see, that one moves because it was inside there, but this one can't enter. It can't enter because it's blocked. Not allowed to go through there. But if you use a wooden arch, then things can move through. So that one works like that. And we'll go up here with this. We'll go out one. I'm going to hold control so that it's down at that height, and then we're going to have it come to here, but it's going to do something a little bit different. So let me put in another, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use chutes like so, and I want to bring that up one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the chute. You can see here what I'm doing. I'm going to have the chute turn that way, and I'm going to have it turn that way. So we'll have it that one, and we'll have it that one, which means the chute goes left and right, but not straight on. Which is exactly what we want. And then what we'll do is we'll just grab this and we'll turn it that way, and it'll push it onto the chute. And I believe it goes right first. Always goes to the right hand side first. So it will always feed our forge that's doing our iron plates first. Which is fine, because we should be producing more than we're using at the moment, so that's okay. But then when this forge fills up, it will output to this one. This one can start making nails, only uses one, so it's using less resources. And then this will start producing reinforced planks. So we need somewhere to store them. Let's put down another barn there. There we go. And then there we go. We've got a little production chain going on here. That's the only way I can think of before you get the splitter in the advanced logistics. That's the only way I can think of splitting things. And it's not an even split as well. It's definitely feeding this one before that one. But it will eventually feed that one as it comes along. Although it may not. There may not be enough to do this. So I might also change this up here. Think about it. You two stop for a moment. Yeah, I think we're going to change this up slightly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to remove all this, like so. And then we are going to put down you there. We're going to take a grabber and put it on the slope. I'm not a big fan of doing that because it looks a bit weird, but it does work. That grabber will output onto that slope there. And then we're going to get a... we're going to get a chute going into there. And then we're going to tell both of you, drop it on the chute. Because that means they're not moving backwards and forwards so much, so it's going to be faster. We're going to get more throughput. And I've got to do it this way because I can't... Well, I could just have it go directly onto the belt. The chute could end up onto the belt. That would work. But I want to have it this way because a chute is faster than a belt, a cloth belt. Particularly when you're talking about this distance here. So I'd want to have a buffer so that rather than the iron stopping on the chute and possibly going backwards, because I don't want that to happen. That blocks up whole chutes. It can go into the box, and then if it all backs up, then it's fine. It's in the box. And the chute's only go in one direction. Don't have to worry about it going wrong. So that's the plan. That's the plan of this anyway. I just don't know whether this is going to be able to keep up with doing both of these. I have a feeling it's not. I'm not sure how to prioritize one over the other. Or do I want to prioritize one over the other? I don't know if that's a good idea or not either. Well, I think what we want to get to, what we want to aim for, we want to aim for a mine. We want to replace these two workers with a mine here. And that will speed up this process a lot. Mines mine a damn sight faster than people do. So we definitely want to speed up that process there. So let's reprioritize. At the moment, we were looking at doing rails, so that we could get the rails going along here and down to here for making red coins. We still want to do that, but I think getting a better supply of iron is more important. So, what do we need to make a mine? Let's have a look. See here. Let's scroll down and see what a mine requires. Here's a mine. A mine does require rails anyway. So we need to make some rails, and requires 40 reinforced planks. Okay, so we need a machine shop. We desperately need a machine shop, which means we need 20 reinforced planks, which means we need to change this so that these nails are getting the priority here. And we can do that. We can do that by simply changing up this. Like so. There we go. Boom. Now remember, on a chute, they always go forward first. Then if they can't go forward, they turn right. So they're travelling this way, travelling from bottom to top. So they're going that way. They will always travel forward. If they can't travel forward, they will turn right. And then if they can't travel right, they will go left. That's the priority system. So by doing it this way, this forge is now getting priority over this one. Which means we're going to run out of iron plates, but we've got almost 300, so I think we're okay. I think we're okay for that. We need nails. Cool, we need nails to make reinforced planks. This is going to fill up because this takes 6 seconds to go, although it does use 2 a go. This makes 1 nail every 2 seconds, and this uses 2 nails every 6 seconds, so 1 every 3 seconds. So this will eventually back up, and this will end up full of nails. And yeah, you can sell nails. I didn't realise that you can sell nails. Okay, you can sell reinforced planks as well. They sell for 18. They are very good at making money. But they are quite a long chain to make. I mean, this is probably the most compact version of making reinforced planks there is, and we're only making 1 every 6 seconds. And you need to sell more than 1 every 6 seconds. So, plus reinforced planks are used a lot. They are an important building material. So, selling them, although you can, I wouldn't prioritise selling them early on. Cloth is much easier to sell. It doesn't sell for as much, but it's much easier to make. Not only because you can do it from a pasture, for instance, but you can also do it from cotton. If you've got cotton around, that can make cloth nice and easily. So if there was any cotton over here somewhere, I might set up a farm and sell it that way. But we are actually getting a surplus of cloth, which is awesome. Getting more cloth than we actually need. Great. And we filled up on cloth conveyor belts. We got 100. We've got 230. 13. 200. Oh, 13 in the base. Okay, yeah. Right. Okay, so this is going to start filling up on wooden wheels, which is awesome. I didn't realise we had 100 wooden wheels in the base as well. But that's fine, because you use them for doing things, and it's not a problem. Okay. So I have realised I've kind of smashed this into a place where it's going to be very difficult to do the next step. Yeah. Which is going to be interesting. Another quick question I need to ask. We do have the harvest. The harvester drill is it's designed to pick up ore. See these picking one up at a time? The harvester drill picks up 10. Picks up 10 at a time, and ideally you put down either a crate or a silo or a storage barn, and it drops off a storage barn, and then you have the stuff come off of it that way. So it's very, very good for that. It's a bit more difficult to make because it requires gears, iron wheels, but I'm kind of tempted to go for that early on, because right, let's build a machine shop, and I'm jumping ahead because I have future knowledge. I've seen the future. I know what the recipes are. So let's put down a machine shop. There is a machine shop. There she is in our wonderful glory. Crazy inventors live in there. And the machine shop has a few different recipes going on here. Mechanical rail is much more later. That allows you to go uphill faster. That allows you to go uphill. Minecarts can't go uphill, if I remember correctly. No, I don't think minecarts can go uphill. Minecarts have to go because they're not powered. Once you get trains, it's a bit weird. The mechanical rail seems a bit redundant. Because you don't really use minecarts once you get trains. Although there probably is. But anyway, I digress. To make rail tiles, you need iron plates, which we got. You need planks, which we got. You need stone, which we do have. But it's over there. And yeah, I could run a belt over here. That's not a major problem, but it's a lot of so I'm thinking, how about instead we make some gears and some iron wheels, stash them in a barn, and then we can make ourselves some mining machines, because that would help us. That would help us get more, because this is the problem here. Although this is working pretty well at the moment. We need all of it. We need all of it anyway. So yeah, let's go. You make gears and you make iron. Awesome. And you require just iron to do that. Boom. There is your iron. Awesome. So we're going to use iron to make more iron. Awesome. That's what we need. And this is slow. This is 10 seconds ago, and now I'm doing it over two things. That means it's going to be 20 seconds to make both of these, which yeah, it's not great. But let's get a barn. And what I'm going to do with this barn is I'm going to turn off the bottom two. I'm going to filter one to be iron wheels, and I filter another one to be iron gears, like so. So I'd have 50 of each stored. You do use a lot more iron wheels than gears, I believe, although gears are used in other things, but for actual iron wheels are used to make stuff in the physical world. You need to put trains down, require iron gears, minecarts require iron gears, so on and so forth. But that's fine, we'll be okay there. So I'm going to put down two there. You see the grabbers automatically go, nope, I don't know what you want, because there's got two things here. Well, you I want doing gears, and you I want doing iron wheels. And you notice I put two down here, even though they're both going to the same place. I put two separate grabbers grabbing separate items, because if you just had one grabber grabbing everything, which would work, it would output everything. If iron wheels fill up and you use the iron gears down to say halfway, and then the block underneath the grabber here has an iron wheel on it, it can't input it into the barn, so you wouldn't get any more gears. It would actually block up. So it's important to separate it out that way, rather than just having the one input, which you might think, oh, that's a lot quicker and a lot easier to do. It would work, and it would fill the barn up with both of them because they're being made roughly evenly at the moment. But once you start using one of the goods, eventually you'll get to a point where the barn will be full of one item and empty of another one because you've used all of one item, the other one's full, and the things on the belt can't get into the barn because it's just full. So yeah, do it separately. Every item that you have an output for, make a separate grabber for. Makes sense. Okay, so what do we need? What do we need to make the harvest drill? We need 6 wheels, and we need 10 gears. So we're pretty close to that. So in that case, would you gentlemen stop and stop? Thank you very much. You have been of great service. But now we're going to put a silo down here, and we're going to put it that way because then it auto outputs onto the belt. There's a few places here where I don't need to do grabbers, like here in the front. I don't need to do a grabber there because there's no point. But it's there. It's a thing. Okay, so we have our 10 gears. Awesome. Let's build ourselves a harvester drill. And I'm going to put you down. We'll put you down here so you can have a look at him first, and then we'll move him. Here he is. There's the harvester drill. All his glory. Basically, a giant engine with a drill on the end of it. And he drives around and will mine all your stuff up. And just like a worker, if you put him directly between a resource and a drop-off, he won't move. He'll just stand exactly there and act just like a buffer between the two. So we'll do that. He's going to mine that. He's going to pick up 12 items and drop 12 off. And then pick up another 12, drop 12 off. See that flashing up there? Bump, bump. Dump, dump. There we go. And he's going to very quickly fill up this because he's going to probably fill it up before it can output. So, yeah. And then this is going to fill up. This buffer here is going to fill up because it can. And then this is going to output as fast as it can on the belts. Now here is a question. Let's pause the game for a moment. Can I make this faster? And do you know what? I think I can, using a little trickery that I hope still works. So, first and foremost, let me turn this around so it's not auto-outputting. Which means it's going to fill up, which is fine. We'll let it fill up. It's not a problem. So he's already consumed that ore there. He's now moving on to another one. They do automatically move on to whatever ore they can do. I've never really had them go bananas and drive off somewhere else, but I suppose potentially they could try and find more ore somewhere else. So if there's too much ore nearby, they might do something a bit weird. Don't know. Yeah, so we want to speed this up. And I'm gonna see whether this still works. It was a trick that worked many versions ago, and I'm hoping it will work again. We'll see. We will see. I need that to empty. Okay, so right, get rid of the crate. Get rid of this here. In fact, we're going to get rid of all of this this belt. The belt is no longer needed. What we're going to do is we're going to build a quick elevator. So if I grab that and I put this here, like so. Now the first things first is that that's not going to input into the silo because it's up one, and chutes can't go up one. But they can at the very last block. So if we put in a ramp here and then put in a link there, when the ore comes along, it's going to hit this block here and it's going to go, hey, do I have the power to get up to the other end of the block? No, roll back down again. However, the next block is an input. So it's going to go, well, instead, just go into the input. That's how it used to work. Let's quickly test whether that does still work. See, they go along there, and then boom, they go straight in, which is awesome. And I do believe even when this fills up, that should still technically work, but we'll have to keep an eye on it. But now the trick is, this building is 3 tiles tall, so we need to go up by 2, or technically 3. So what I can do is I can get rid of this belt, and I can put in and go up again, and I can put in a chute. From here to here, and then from here to there, And you see now it's on a chute, which is much faster than a belt. And we've managed to basically build a little elevator. I can technically come up one more there as well if I want to. You can technically come up 3 blocks from the ground. That is 4 blocks from the ground. So that would output way faster and is a little elevator. It's a good thing. I mean, people don't really build the main bus in this game where you have all your items going along there. But if you ever have a line, say, let me show you. We'll come over here. Say you've got a line of one goods there, you've got a line of goods next to it, and a line of goods next to it, like that. Now, if you want to get the goods from the centre one over to the right-hand side, you can't. You're stuck. You've got to either put in going up and over, or put in some belts to go up and around, or maybe make this one go up and go underneath it, or whatever. Because if you just did that, although that would work, it wouldn't copy, it wouldn't pollute the lines. This line would not fall into this side. This line will get blocked by any items that are in here going this way. So that won't work. That won't work. However, if you were to remove one of the blocks here and put in a silo, like so, so you've got all the goods coming along, goes into the silo, auto outputs go straight on. Won't cause a problem in your lines at all, we'll carry on straight away. But what you can do now is you can build up by 1 and 2 blocks, and then you can come out this way. And that allows you to have 3 lines going in a direct way. If you've got, say, you've got coal, iron, and I don't know, gold ore or whatever, and you want to pull the coal off one side, that'll work. That'll pull the coal off one side. Could even pull it off to the other side. And then you can do the same. Say this was coal and you want iron over this side as well. You just do the same here. Copy this. Boom. Put in your little, remembering that you need to put in an arch like that. Needs to be up one wooden pillar and then an arch, or a stone pillar if you want to do it that way. Then you just run that off there, and that'll do exactly the same thing. That won't work, however. That would block the line below it. So you need to make sure you go at least over 1 before you start coming down. Like that. There we go. And that would allow all your items to carry on travelling in a straight line wherever they're going from and going to, and you can still get offputs working without interrupting the line, without doing anything weird. Also, these use a round robin system, so they will put 1 out forward and 1 out on the side. At least I believe that's how it works. You might need to put a grabber in the front, just to make sure. Put a grabber in front, then it will definitely do the round robin of 1 grabber, this one, that one, this one, that one, and so forth. And if you're going off to the side as well, then it'll circle between them. But that potentially allows you to have, you can carry on going straight, you can go left, you can go right. It is something I have used. It's not something I use very often because, well, people don't really use the main bus in this game of that sort of thing. But it is an option. It is an option to do, and it's a way of getting goods in straight lines over things. So it's definitely a thing to bear in mind. I'm sure somebody could find a use for that somewhere. See, now this is the bit of the problem that I was worried about here. This block has actually fallen backwards. This one, because this was full. So no, this has stopped. But what we can do is we can actually lower this down by 1, because it needs to come up by 3. Now if we get rid of this with that, we also need to get rid of that as well, because you need a clear area here. And then we go to our oh, I didn't put it on the list. Go to our tools, go to our terrain flattened down. Let me drag that down to here, because I don't really use any of those ones there. Terrain flattened down. Click here and go out by 1. Boom. I could have gone back 1 further anyway, but we'll do it here. And that can come out there, and that will have a grabber on it. And that's the highest you can go. That's the highest you can go. You can come out the top of the grabber. It's technically, you can go up by 3 tiles and then put something on top of it. And by 3 tiles, I mean, if I grab the scaffold block, you've got this level to play with, that level, and then you can put 1 thing on top. You can't go any harder than that. So 3 scaffold blocks and your choice of output on top. Yeah, there we go. And now that will fill up this silo here, and then that just allows you to an elevation change while still using the speed of chutes. Very, very, very helpful. Okay, and we're almost full on our reinforced planks, which is excellent because that's what we want. This is all filling up. That's all filling up. This is actually going down. That makes sense because it's using stuff here. But it's okay because now you're running at speed because this is running at speed here. So awesome. But now what we need to do is make rail tiles. And I think we'll do that in the next episode because this one has come to an end. Also need to look at our yellow coins. We're not really making enough yellow coins, but again, we'll do that next time. So, okay, we'll leave this here. We'll come back next time and carry on from there. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.